We'll start with the prayer and then we will have Archana and then Bhajan and then the talks.
Good morning everyone. Welcome to today's Ramayana Saptaha. We'll start the session with 3 rounds of Omkara. Sit erect. Inhale deeply. Yoga Ganapati Mula Mantra. Om Sangam Bhagavate Nitya Yoga Yuktaya Satchidananda Rupine Vinayakaya Namaha. Dakshinamurti Guru Stotram. Ishvaro Gururātmeti Murti Veda Vibhagine Vyomavadvyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha.
Om Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitayam Pataye Namaha. Om Shri Ramaya Namaha. Om Shri Ramaya Namaha. Om Ramabhadraya Namaha. Om Ramabhadraya Namaha. Om Ramachandraya Namaha. Om Ramachandraya Namaha. Om Shashvataya Namaha. Om Shashvataya Namaha. Om Rajivalochanaaya Namaha. Om Rajivalochanaaya Namaha. Om Shrimate Namaha. Om Shrimate Namaha. Om Rajendraya Namaha. Om Rajendraya Namaha. Om Raghupungavaya Namaha. Om Raghupungavaya Namaha. Om Janaki Vallabhaya Namaha. Om Janaki Vallabhaya Namaha. Om Chaitraya Namaha. Om Chaitraya Namaha. Om Chitamitraya Namaha. Om Chitamitraya Namaha. Om Janardanaya Namaha. Om Janardanaya Namaha. Om Vishwamitra Priyaya Namaha. Om Vishwamitra Priyaya Namaha. Om Dantaya Namaha. Om Dantaya Namaha. Om Sharanatranatatparaya Namaha. Om Sharanatranatatparaya Namaha. Om Valipramathanaya Namaha. Om Valipramathanaya Namaha. Om Vagmine Namaha. Om Vagmine Namaha. Om Satyavache Namaha. Om Satyavache Namaha. Om Satyavikramaya Namaha. Om Satyavikramaya Namaha. Om Satyavrataya Namaha. Om Satyavrataya Namaha. Om Vratadharaya Namaha. Om Vratadharaya Namaha. Om Sada Hanumadashritaya Namaha. Om Sada Hanumadashritaya Namaha. Om Kausalya Namaha. Om Kausalya Namaha. Om Karadvamsine Namaha. Om Karadvamsine Namaha. Om Virat व्याधवधपण्डिताय नमः। ॐ विभीषणपरित्रात्रे नमः। ॐ हरकोदण्डखण्डनाय नमः। ॐ सप्ततालप्रभेत्रे नमः। ॐ दशग्रीववशीरोहराय नमः। ॐ जामदग्न्यमहादर्पदलनाय नमः। ॐ ताटकान्तकाय नमः। ॐ वेदान्तसाराय नमः। ॐ वेदात्मने नमः। ॐ भवरोगस्य भेषजाय नमः। ॐ दूषणत्रिशिरोहन्त्रे नमः। ॐ त्रिमूर्तये नमः। ॐ त्रिगुणात्मकाय नमः। ॐ त्रिविक्रमाय नमः। ॐ त्रिलोकात्मने नमः। ॐ पुण्यचारित्रकीर्तनाय नमः। ॐ त्रिलोकरक्षकाय नमः। ॐ धन्विने नमः। ॐ दण्डकारण्यकर्तनाय नमः। ॐ अहल्याशापशमने नमः। ॐ पितृभक्ताय नमः। ॐ वरप्रदाय नमः। ॐ जितेन्द्रियाय नमः। ॐ जितक्रोधाय नमः। ॐ जितमित्राय नमः। ॐ जगद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ वृक्षवानरसङ्घातिने नमः। ॐ चित्रकूटसमाश्रयाय नमः। ॐ जयन्तत्राणवरदाय नमः। ॐ सुमित्रापुत्रसेविताय नमः। ॐ सर्वदेवादिदेवाय नमः। ॐ मृतवानरजीवनाय नमः। ॐ मायामारीच्छहन्त्रे नमः। ॐ महादेवाय नमः। ॐ महाभुजाय नमः। ॐ सर्वदेवस्तुताय नमः। ॐ सौम्याय नमः। ॐ ब्रह्मण्याय नमः। ॐ मुनिसंस्तुताय नमः। ॐ महायोगिने नमः। सर्वपुण्यादिकफलाय नमः। ॐ स्मृतसर्वाधनाशनाय नमः। ॐ आदिपुरुषाय नमः। ॐ परमपुरुषाय नमः। ॐ महापुरुषाय नमः। ॐ पुण्योदयाय नमः। ॐ दयासाराय नमः। ॐ पुराणपुरुषोत्तमाय नमः। ॐ स्मितवक्त्राय नमः। ॐ मितभाषिणे नमः। ॐ पूर्वभाषिणे नमः। ॐ राघवाय नमः। ॐ अनन्तगुणगम्भीराय नमः। ॐ धीरोदात्तगुणोत्तमाय नमः। ॐ मायामानुषचारित्राय नमः। ॐ महादेवादिपूजिताय नमः। ॐ सेतुकृते नमः। ॐ चितवाराश्रये नमः। ॐ सर्वतीर्थमयाय नमः। ॐ हरये नमः। ॐ श्यामाङ्गाय नमः। ॐ सुन्दराय नमः। ॐ शूराय नमः। ॐ पीतवाससे नमः। ॐ धनुर्धराय नमः। ॐ सर्वयज्ञाधिपाय नमः। ॐ यज्विने नमः। ॐ जरामरणवर्जिताय नमः। ॐ शिवलिङ्गप्रतिष्ठात्रे नमः। ॐ सर्वापुङ्गणवर्जिताय नमः। ॐ सर्वापगुणवर्जिताय नमः। ॐ परमात्मने नमः। ॐ परब्रह्मणे नमः। ॐ सच्चिदानन्दविग्रहाय नमः। ॐ परं ज्योतिषे नमः। ॐ परं धाम्ने नमः। ॐ पराकाशाय नमः। ॐ परात्पराय नमः। ॐ परेशाय नमः। ॐ पारगाय नमः। ॐ पाराय नमः। ॐ सर्वदेवात्मकाय नमः। ॐ परस्मै नमः। ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्राय नमः।
गुरु कृपांजन पायो मेरे भाई, पायो मेरे भाई। गुरु कृपांजन पायो मेरे भाई,
अंदर राम ही बाहर राम ही,
जहाँ देखो वहाँ राम ही राम ही,
जहाँ देखो वहाँ राम ही राम ही।
गुरु कृपांजन पायो मेरे भाई, पायो मेरे भाई,
गुरु कृपांजन पायो मेरे भाई, पायो मेरे भाई।
राम बिना कछु जानत नाही, जानत नाही,
राम बिना कछु जानत नाही, जानत नाही।
जागत राम ही सोवत राम ही,
जागत राम ही सोबत राम ही,
जागत राम ही सोवत राम ही,
जागत राम ही सोबत राम ही।
सपने में देखो राजा राम ही,
सपने में देखो राजा राम ही,
गुरु कृपांजन पायो मेरे भाई, पायो मेरे भाई,
गुरु कृपांजन पायो मेरे भाई, पायो मेरे भाई।
राम बिना कछु जानत नाही, जानत नाही,
राम बिना कछु जानत नाही, जानत नाही।
एक जनार्दनी बावहिनी का,
एक जनार्दनी बावहिनी का,
एक जनार्दनी बावहिनी का,
एक जनार्दनी बावहिनी का।
जो देखो सो राम श्री का,
जो देखो सो राम सरी का,
जो देखो सो राम श्री का,
जो देखो सो राम सरी का।
गुरु कृपांजन पायो मेरे भाई, पायो मेरे भाई,
गुरु कृपांजन पायो मेरे भाई, पायो मेरे भाई।
राम बिना कछु जानत नाही, जानत नाही,
राम बिना कछु जानत नाही, जानत नाही।
राम बिना कछु जानत नाही, जानत नाही,
राम बिना कछु जानत नाही, जानत नाही।
वंदे सिंधुमापतिं सुरगुरुं वंदे जगत्कारणं वंदे पन्नगभूषणं शशिधरं वंदे पशूनां पतिं वंदे सूर्य शशांक वह्निनयनं वंदे मुकुंद प्रियं वंदे भक्तजन आश्रयं च वरदं वंदे भक्तजन आश्रयं च वरदं वंदे शिवं शंकरम् आदौ रामतपोवनादिगमनं हत्वा मृगां काञ्चनं वैदेहीहरणं जटायुमरणं Sugrivu Sambhashanam, Vali Nigrahanam, Samudrataranam, Lankapuri Dahanam, Paschadravana Kumbhakarna Haranam, Etadhi Ramayanam. Friends, we have been studying the spiritual component in the Ramayana. Spirituality is a word loosely used. When we look at a man who is devoted to God, who is simple, who is austere, we simply say he is a spiritual person. He is a man of Adhyatmika Chintana. He is a man of the different world. No. Spirituality cannot be used loosely. A person cannot be spiritual unless he or she is a sports person. One cannot be a sports person without rehabilitating others, without love of humanity, without service to humanity, without helping humanity, without serving the other people. You cannot call yourself a person of rehabilitation. And this rehabilitation is not possible if we do not have the sportsman spirit. What is the sportsman spirit? Failure or success, we do not bother, we remain calm. Is our mind calm always? Is our mind loving always? Is our mind serving always? Unless we fulfill these three conditions, we are not fit to be called spiritual. Point number one, we must be in a position to maintain the calmness of mind when we fail, when we fall, when we rise, when we succeed. No, then we are not spiritual too. Are we able to love everybody? We hate many people. We are antagonistic, adverse towards many people. This hatred of X or Y or Z makes us unfit for spirituality. If we are able to love everybody and everything, then only we will be in a position to rise to spirituality. Third, it is not enough if we love. Do we serve? We don't. Then we are not fit to be called spiritual. Spirituality requires 3 points. And all these 3 points can be condensed into 2. One is moral uprightness, dharma. Are we dharmic? Are we righteous? Are we capable of doing justice? Is our look just? That is moral uprightness. Second quality, ethical excellence. Excellent we should be. Wherein? In ethics. Ethics means humanism. Ethics means love of everybody, everything, everyone. Second requirement. When we have these 2 things, moral uprightness and ethical excellence, then we are able to be called spiritual. Very clearly the Ramayana supports this idea. And yesterday, while trying to present Sri Ramachandra Prabhu, I tried to say that Rama is in us as buddhi. Sita is in us as manas, mind. And Lakshmana is in us as body. Everybody has a body, shariram. Everybody has a mind, manas. Everybody has a buddhi, intellect. Everybody is a combination of Sita plus Rama plus Lakshmana. Everybody has body, mind and intellect. This has to evolve. This man or woman should become divine, should become spiritual, should rise to the heights. And what are the problems preventing us from rising to the heights? There are 4 qualities. What are those 4 qualities stopping us? Food, gluttonous eating, grabbing, greediness, possessiveness, all are connected with ahar. We eat a lot. We eat many times. We keep the food in store for tomorrow, day after. We are greedy. We are possessive. All these qualities are ahar. And I said, there is a Maharshi by name Agastya. He has controlled the food habits, regulated them. He did research. And he came to Sita plus Rama plus Lakshmana, man or woman. If you want to rise, if you want to become spiritual, if you want to become a yogi, if you want to rise high, control your diet, regulate your diet. Don't eat too much, don't eat too little. This is the first lesson Rama, Lakshmana, Sita received when they were entering the forest. We have come to the earth. Rama moved from Ayodhya to Aranya. In Ayodhya everything is certain. In Aranya everything is uncertain. Second quality, to become spiritual, to become a yogi, Nidra. Tamasika Prakriti. It won't allow us to wake up in the morning. It won't allow us to be brisk, dynamic. And this Nidra is to be regulated, controlled. And who is that master of sleeping? Who has controlled the sleeping habit? And that is Sutikshana Maharshi in the Ramayana. He came and told Rama plus Sita plus Lakshmana, my young man or woman, if you want to rise in life, if you want to become great, if you want to become spiritual, if you want to become a yogi, control your sleeping habits, reduce your sleep. Your sleep must be at your command. You should be a Gudakesha. Gudakesha is a person who can dictate terms to sleep. My dear, sleep, I have now 10 minutes time, sleep. And immediately you must be in a position to sleep. Wake up, you must be in a position to wake up. That is regulating sleep. This was taught by Sutikshana Maharshi. Third, you have Sharbhanga Maharshi. Don't be tempted by anything. Don't have unnecessary desires. Do not lose your temper. Regulate. Shara is arrow of Manmatha. Manmatha's arrow is broken by this Sarabhanga Maharshi. That means he does not have kama. He does not have desire. He is not to be tempted by anybody. And that is Sarabhanga Maharshi. Finally they went to Bharadwaja Maharshi. Nirbhayaha. If you are afraid, you can never rise. If you are afraid, you can never succeed. Fear has to be driven away, thrown away, buried fathoms deep. Sita plus Rama plus Lakshmana, the man, with body, mind and intellect, received the first 4 lessons from the 4 rishis. Now, practical. Is there anybody who has lived like that? To be spiritual, to be harmonious, to be loving, to be morally upright, to be ethically excellent? Yes, there is. And who is that? Anasuya. And her husband, Atri Maharshi. Anasuya is not a lady. Atri Maharshi is not a person. Atri is a symbol for spirituality. Anasuya is a symbol for moral uprightness and ethical excellence. In the Ramayana, you find elaborately the story of Anasuya and Atri described. Rama, Sita, Lakshmana went to the ashrama of Atri Maharshi for practical training. The first 4 rishis taught them the theory. And in each field, like mathematics, physics, chemistry, botany, they gave training. But all of them put to one step, they must be trained in the ashrama of Atri and Anasuya. In the Ramayana, Rama, Lakshmana, Sita go to the ashrama of Anasuya. It is only Anasuya who gave that ring to Sita Devi. And that ring which is given to Sita Devi, she gave it to Rama. When he started from Ayodhya, Kaikeyi said that Ramachandra Prabhu should not have any ornaments, should not have rich clothes. So he came in simple austere robes, clothes. Sita Devi is permitted because the punishment is to Rama, not to Sita. Sita voluntarily followed Ramachandra Prabhu, and so Dasharatha Maharaj said, no, Sita must go with all jewelry, all pattu saris, and Sita Devi has everything. When Sita, Rama, Lakshmana went and entered into the ashrama of Atri and Anasuya, Anasuya Devi gave the gift. And Sita said, now we are not in Ayodhya. We are already in the ashrama. We are already in the forest. My dear husband, I cannot wear the jewelry without you wearing something. Therefore, that Sita Devi gave the golden ring to Rama. He said, no. Kaikeyi asked me not to wear. Therefore, I will not put it on my finger. I will keep it in the waist. He closely put it in the waist. He never wore it. That ring was given to Anjaneya. He carried it to Sita. Let us try to understand everything systematically, logically. And in Atri Anasuya's ashramam, we find total training given to Sita plus Rama plus Lakshmana. The great story is narrated by Valmiki Maharshi. How? Once upon a time, Narada Maharshi, he is Trikala Devi. He goes around the worlds. He goes around all the galaxies. He is available everywhere. He is accessible to everybody. He goes to everybody. That is Narada. Narada was available in Satyayuga, he was available in Treta Yuga, he was available in Dwapar Yuga, he is available in Kali Yuga. Who is this Narada? Naram Dadati iti Narada. Whoever gives you wisdom is Narada. Wise people were present all the time. Narada Maharshi is a problem solver. He creates the problem, also solves the problem. That is the speciality of Narada Maharshi. This Narada one day went to the ashrama of Anasuya. It was about 8 o'clock in the morning. Anasuya received Narada with all love and affection. Hospitality. Are we able to receive at every level? Let us question ourselves. Maharshi, welcome. Atithyam. I shower hospitality. I offer food. I give you water. I give you asana. Please come in, sir. Narada went to the ashram and he sat. Sir, I shall give you good breakfast. Then Narada Maharshi said, no. I have brought my own breakfast. I don't eat outside. You please help me to boil the breakfast which I brought. He gave that packet. In that packet there are pebbles, stones. And he said, Amma Anasuya, I like the food prepared by these stones. She smiled. Took them, poured water, kept the vessel on the stove, boiled. They became excellent breakfast, boiled nuts. He ate. From there, after thanking her, he went to Vaikuntha. In Vaikuntha there is Goddess Lakshmi. She served him excellent food, rich food, most delicious food. Narada Maharshi ate. Every rich person has that desire to be praised. After eating the breakfast, Lakshmi asked, Lakshmi is rich person's representative, rich people's representative. She is a symbolical person of the rich people. Rich people will ask, how is the gift? How is payasam? How is laddu? How is this? And Narada Maharshi said, very good food you have given. Excellent, nutritious, delicious, beautiful. But, what is that but? This food is not like the food I ate in Anasuya's house. That is better. She got angry. When you don't praise, we organize everything only to be praised. Fame is the ultimate goal of every person. Beyond that desire for fame, we have to go. Lakshmi or rich people want people to flatter them, fan them, praise them, eulogize them. This is a weakness of the rich people. They will carry a dozen people round them always, and they will be praising. And when Narada said Anasuya's food is better, she got offended. She got angry. She took her phone, called Saraswati, my dear daughter-in-law, this Narada is coming to you. He is a mischievous fellow. Entertain him carefully, otherwise he will spread that we are weak. Narada Maharshi went to Saraswati's house for the noon meal. She prepared very, very good food. He ate sumptuously and he said, Anasuya's food is better, breakfast is better. All scholars are represented by Saraswati Devi. One scholar does not appreciate another scholar. Scholars are always negative, you can see. They find fault with the other pundits. They find fault with the other scholars, other speakers, other orators, other artists. Fault-finding nature is topmost in scholars, and Saraswati Devi is the representative. When Narada said Anasuya's food is better, Saraswati got offended, she got angry. Where are you going, Mr. Narada? I am going to Parvati Devi's house for the night dinner. She took the mobile, called Parvati Devi. This fellow is coming to you. He is a very mischievous fellow, cunning fellow, clever fellow. Please be very careful. Parvati Devi arranged the dinner. Parvati Devi is known for her strength. All strong people, all brave people, all powerful people, all babus, all dadas, all strong people are represented by Parvati, Shakti. And she gave him food, he praised it, but Anasuya's is better. 4 people. Number 1 is Anasuya. Number 2 is Lakshmi. Number 3 is Saraswati. Number 4 is Parvati. Anasuya means what her name indicates. Asuya is jealousy in English. Asuya is envy. Na plus Asuya is Anasuya. This lady Anasuya is a mortal, is a human person, is a kind-hearted person, is a generous person, and she received Narada, served him in the way he wanted to be served. She prepared food, her powers are such, the pebbles became the best breakfast. She served him. And Lakshmi has all wealth, all wonderful things were served, but she does not lose her egoism. Rich people are always egoistic. They want people to fan, praise. And next, Saraswati scholars are jealous of each other. So is the case with Parvati. In the night, their husbands came. The 3 wives of the 3 Murtis, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, they were asked by their respective spouses to go and test Anasuya's purity, her moral uprightness, her ethical excellence. Ethical excellence is love and service. Moral uprightness is sportsman spirit and spirituality. And you should not be weak, you should be modest, you should be humble. The 3 husbands came in the disguise of 3 old Brahmanas or young Brahmanas, and they stood in front of Anasuya's house. Bhavati Bhikshandi, they said. Anasuya came out. Please come in, sir. They entered. She washed their feet. She asked them to sit. She was about to serve food. And these 3 people said, no, we do not accept. When Narada came, you served him in the way he wanted to be served. Now, we want you to serve us in the way we want you to serve us. What is that way? Don't wear clothes. Come naked. Vivastra. And then we take food, whatever you give. She closed her eyes, meditated for a minute, found them in her Divya Drishti, not ordinary people, Sakshat Brahma Vishnu Maheshwara. She brought the sacred water, sprinkled on their heads, they became small babies, and she fed them with milk. Atri Maharshi came. Who are they? Our children. Very good, he said. God has come to us as our baby. Brahma has come as our baby. Vishnu has come our baby as our baby. Shiva also has come our baby. 3 babies. They were all put together and they became Dattatreya. Datta means adoption. They have adopted the Trimurtis as their child. Atri is the father. Atri's children are they. They are adopted to Atri and Anasuya. And the Trimurtis have become Dattatreya. That is the story. Now the inner meaning. Lakshmi, Saraswati, Parvati are smitten with jealousy, poti. And they wanted to test the purity, chastity, modesty, humility, divinity of Anasuya. They sent their husbands. They came. They were defeated. They became boys, small children. And how is it they are able to become? Because Anasuya is free from jealousy. Remember, we may conquer Kama, we may conquer Kopa, Kama, Krodha, we may conquer miserliness, we may conquer Moha, we may conquer Mada, pride, but we cannot conquer, defeat jealousy. We are jealous. If somebody is rich, we are jealous of the wealth. If somebody is powerful, we are jealous of the power. If somebody is reading well, getting the first mark, we are jealous of him or her. What is the highest quality required for spirituality? Moral uprightness. What does moral uprightness mean? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada to be conquered. That you conquer, Matsarya remains. Jealousy remains. And if the mind is without these 6 qualities, bad qualities, negative qualities, pulling qualities, then the mind is open for spirituality. And spirituality is seen in transcending time, space and causation, not 3. Atri Maharshi means no 3. There are 3 things absent in him. A spiritual person is beyond time. A spiritual person is beyond space. A spiritual person is beyond causation. And in each you have 3. Number 1, time you have 3. Past, present and future. Atri goes beyond them. In space there are 3. Lands beneath the earth, lands above the earth. Bhu, Bhuvasvaha, Bhulokam. And then the regions below it, Patala, etc. Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Rasatala, Talatala, Mahatala, Patala, there are lands beneath. Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka, Jehuroloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka, there are lokas above. All the lokas above, 1. All the lokas below, 1. The loka which we are living is 1, 3. And then causation, Sanchita, Agami, Prarabdha, our karma as a storehouse, as the fixed deposit is called Sanchita karma. When you come to Bangalore, you bring some 50,000 rupees for your expenses. That is our prarabdha when we come to this world for our expenses. And then while we are here, we earn some punya or papa, that is called agami, 3. Like that, Jagrata Avastha, Swapna Avastha, Sushupti Avastha, wakeful state, dream state, sleep state. Everywhere we have 3. All the threes, if you are able to transcend, go beyond. All the three, if you are able to pass through, crush through, jump through, then you are spiritual. Spirituality is not a word to be loosely used. Whoever sits in the puja room and closes the eyes is not spiritual. And he may be sitting in the puja room, closing the eyes, dreaming of power, dreaming of people to praise him or her. Spirituality is causeless, effectless, workless, and then desireless, fearless. You can take any number. Nowadays, unfortunately, spirituality is attributed to any person who wears saffron robes. Spirituality is given as a title to any person who is speaking of Bhagavad Gita. No. Spirituality has two conditions before that. One is a moral uprightness, dharmam. I am spiritual, therefore I can marry a dozen people. No. I can steal other people's property. No. I can be jealous of others. No. Morality is topmost. If we apply that moral test on the existing spiritual people, perhaps one may come. The standard example is Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa in the recent times. Therefore, spirituality is very well defined in Ramayana. Atri and Anasuya give the training to Sita plus Rama plus Lakshmana. My dear man or woman, please overcome that spirit of jealousy. And let us examine how jealous we are. All the bad qualities, evil qualities are because of the jealousy inside. Kopam is for that. And therefore, Atri and Anasuya. Is it possible to rise to that height? Yes, it is possible. Is there anybody who has risen to that great height? Yes, Vishwamitra. He was an ordinary man. He was an organizer, he was a ruler, he was a governor. He was a Kshatriya, he was a king. Kausika was his name, first name. He went to the forest for a hunting expedition, and there he found Vasishtha Maharshi's ashram. He was tired with the 10,000 soldiers. He went to the ashram of Vasishtha. Vasishtha served them food, and Vishwamitra was stunned. 10,000 people were given good food by this Vasishtha Maharshi, a spiritual person. How is it possible? He asked Vasishtha himself, Sir, I have Kamadhenu, and that Kamadhenu is able to provide food to all of you. Then give that Kamadhenu to me. Possessiveness, desire. I don't give. I will kill you then. Kopam. The two evils are present. He was jealous of Vasishtha. He was angry with Vasishtha, and he wanted to kill Vasishtha. He brought his army, fought against Vasishtha. Vasishtha was closing his eyes with his danda, tapodanda, which answered all the people. Kamadhenu, from all the soldiers came. The army of Vishwamitra was defeated. Then Vishwamitra thought, what is the use of my balam? What is the use of my army strength? I must become a more powerful person like Vasishtha. Vasishtha is a Brahmarshi. Vishwamitra is Kausik Rat, just a Kshatriya. And this man then and there gave up everything, called his sons, asked them to take care of the kingdom, proceeded to Himalayas, and he started observing his mind. There are 6 steps. Number 1 is kama. When I see gulab jam, I am tempted. If you are tempted, you are unfit for spirituality. If I find coffee, my saliva oozes, I sip after sip, drink it. I am not fit for spiritual. Lakshya sadhana. Manaka came. Vishwamitra looked at her beauty. He was tempted. He lived with her. He had a child, Shakuntala. Cha, what a fool I was. I failed. Again he did tapasya. And this time his sons came. Daddy, daddy, there is famine. There is no rain. What shall we do? Hey, useless fellows, why do you disturb me? Why do you trouble me? He threw them all with anger. And then again he failed in the examination. Lobha, possessiveness. Somebody came and somebody asked for some gift. He did not give. Then again he fell. Then there is that Trishanku, a king. He came. Sir, I went to Vasishtha. I requested him to send me to heaven with this body. Vasishtha refused. I am coming to you, sir. Please send me to heaven with this body. If Vasishtha said no, I will say yes, jealousy. And therefore, he used all his tapas, spent all his money, bought the ticket for Trishanku, sent him by the special aircraft to heaven. There, the door was not open, the airport was not open, the flight cannot land. It was kicked out by Indra's Dwarpalakas. The aircraft was falling. And he shouted from the top of his voice, Trishanku, Sir, you sent me to heaven, they have not opened the airport, I am driven down, I am falling, please save me. Stay there. He created a new airport. He created a new lab. Our scientists are capable of creating a new world, capable of creating a new vegetable. Tomato is created by Vishwamitra. Zebra is created by Vishwamitra. Scientists are creating tomatoes. Nature gives one thing, scientists crossbreed them and produce a new one. Vishwamitra is a scientist. He's created a new world for this man. And what is the expenditure? Spent all his money. What is that money? Tapophala. All the tapas was spent, and finally he meditated. One after the other, all the things were conquered. Brahma came. The Vice Chancellor came. My dear Vishwamitra, I am happy with your wonderful academic career. You did great tapas. You prepared yourself well for the examinations. I will give you the degree. What is that degree, sir? Brahmarshi. Sir, you give me the degree, very good. But is this PhD accepted in the market, business market? That I don't know. I will give you the degree. I will give you the S-VYASA certificate. Whether it is accepted in the society or not, it is your headache. He took that degree of Brahmarshi. Vishwamitra straight went to Vasishtha. Hey, Mr. Vasishtha, I am also a Brahmarshi. You have to accept. No, I don't accept. Brahmarshi said. Then Vishwamitra got angry. If Asuya is there, all evils come back. He brought some money, went to Vasishtha. Sir, I am going to perform one yajna. Yes, that's my duty, my boy. What is that yajna meant for? Vasishtha Nidhana Yajna. Nidhana means to kill. By performing this yajna, Vasishtha will die, sir. Oh yes, I will perform. It's my duty. The yajna was started. Purohits came. Mantras were recited 108 times. Vasishtha Nidhanaya Swaha. Vasishtha does, and by the 108th time Vasishtha will die. Vasishtha very coolly, calmly, a spiritual person he was doing. Vasishtha Nidhanaya Swaha. 100 are completed, 8 more times he has to say. If he says, Vasishtha dies. Vishwamitra was becoming nervous. What a fool I am. A great man is going to die. And then he requested Vasishtha, please stop it. No. If I stop it, you will die, my boy. You should not die. Humanism. And Vishwamitra Maharshi, 102, 103, Vasishtha Nidhanaya Swaha being performed, Vishwamitra went to the nearby river, filled the pot, brought the water, poured that into the fire, stopped the yajna, fell at the feet of Vasishtha. Sir, excuse me, you are morally upright. Sir, excuse me, you are ethically excellent. Sir, excuse me, you are now a spiritual person, Brahmarshi. Then Vasishtha Maharshi lifted him, hugged him, then told, my dear Vishwamitra, now you are a Brahmarshi. Brahmarshi is a spiritually perfect person. What are the things to be dropped? As long as we have egoism, ahankara, and its accessories, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya is jealousy, we are not spiritual. If anybody claims to be spiritual, you can test. Having come to Prashanti, let us understand what is sportsman spirit, what is spirituality, and what is ethically excellent quality, what is morally upright quality. Sri Ramachandra Prabhu is a very good student, understood. Let us, in the footprints of the spiritual giants of this country, become really spiritual. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhavet.